I hate New York. I really do. I used to love New York, but I hate it now. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than New York City. Honestly, I would. I mean Auschwitz now. I mean today Auschwitz, not back when it was open. I mean now. It's nice now. There's a gift shop. People go there on purpose. They buy tickets. I think that's weird. That people buy tickets to Auschwitz. That's weird. If you could have told those people back then, people are going to buy tickets to come here. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Jew. That's, all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, never again, I promise. That's what we say about the Holocaust, never again. Because they killed 6 million Jews. If they only killed like 10,000, would it be like, okay, 2 more times? And then taper off, because it's a little much. I'll tell you, I went to Auschwitz. This is a true story. I actually did go to Auschwitz because I was doing shows in Poland. Because I had to go to Poland to do shows. So I was in Krakow. I was in Krakow, so I went to the camp. And I went there because of a very personal reason, because I had family there. I had a lot of family there. 44 members of my family were in Auschwitz during World War II. I mean, they were guards, they worked there. No. They were Jews and they died. It's okay, don't be offended. It's true, we lost the whole family there. Everybody, because we were Hungarian Jews. My grandfather, on my father's side, he's the only one who made it. The rest of them, all 44 of them, went to Auschwitz, which I think they really regretted. But that's what happened, because the Hungarians sent all their Jews to. They weren't even occupied Hungary. They're just like, yeah, take our Jews. And they sent my whole family there, and they all died in Auschwitz, except for him. My grandfather's the only one who made it, because he got the fuck out of there before it started. In the late 20s, he fucking smelled that shit, and he got the fuck out. And he went to Mexico. He migrated to Mexico. And we found his immigration card. My uncle and I did the family history, and we found it. It says nationality, Hungarian, and it says religion, Catholic. And there's a picture of him like... He's like, fuck it, they don't know what a Jew looks like in Mexico. That's where I'm going. And that's why I'm alive, because he made that choice. It's also why I'm not Jewish. He was like, Jew schmoo, we're not fucking Jewish. Somos católicas. That was my abuelito. Became a fucking Mexican fast. That's what happened. That's how he made it. He's a fascinating guy, my grandfather. His name was Geza. That was his name. And he had a brother named Geza. It's weird, but I looked it up, and here's what happened. His parents had a baby, and they named it Geza, and it died. The baby died. So they had another one. And they just said, fuck it, Geza, let's just do it again. Because that's what it was like. The babies died. It was no big deal back then. It was just like, yeah, that was a shitty baby. Let's do another one. Why'd your baby die? Because it sucked. Why does any baby die? At least we found out quick. Fuck it, this one's good. That's what it was like forever until recently. The human race was all the good babies, and the shitty ones, that's just the way it worked. It's not like that now. Now we save every baby. The shittier the baby, the bigger the effort. Because we love it. We love saving the shitty babies. There's always a documentary. Look at this baby. He's a fucking mess. Do you see that shit? We're going to save it. Make it live. And the baby's like, please don't. But we don't like when babies die. We get more upset when a baby dies. Why? Who knows this baby? Did you hear about Jeff? No, he was here for 1 day. Nobody met him. And then if you die when you're old, nobody gives a shit. They're like, he was here long enough. Fuck him. You ever tell somebody, like, your grandmother died? My grandmother died. You're like, I'm so sorry. How old was she? She was 98. Oh. So why'd you even tell me? Especially one of the ads that comes on before the video. I don't skip those. I think that's rude. It is. It's mean. Somebody worked hard on that ad. They trained a cheetah to run alongside a Jeep Cherokee. And you're at home like 3, 2, 1, fuck off. It's fucking mean. What if you made something, dick? Anyway, the ad was a PSA. It was an anti-smoking message. It was a Puerto Rican man with a hole in his throat. He was like,
My father smoked. And my mother smoked. I wish I never smoked in my life. Please don't smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes are very, very bad for you.
first thought I had was, why does he still have an accent? It's coming out. Feels like if you bypass the mouth, you shouldn't have an accent anymore. Does the machine have a setting for Puerto Rican? Is that just how air sounds coming out of this guy? Does he fart with an accent?
Señor, I'm farting.
Anyway, after the ad, I watched the video that I was looking for, which was a scene from a movie. And it's a scene that I really hate. Every time I see it, it makes me angry, which is why I was looking for it on YouTube. And it's a movie I like. I actually like the movie. It's called Good Will Hunting. Remember Good Will Hunting? Of course, right? Matt Damon. Great performance. He plays a very complicated young man wearing a tight t-shirt for a whole movie. And here's the thing. Here's my issue with Good Will Hunting. Matt Damon also wrote the movie, okay? So he basically sat down. He's like, first of all, I am amazing. I'm a construction worker. I'm like working class. And I drink beer and I get in fights. I get in so many fights. My friends are like, you're out of control, man. And I'm like, shut up. This is the way I am. But then also, I'm a genius. Ooh. I didn't even go to school. I just know things. I don't know why. I just know them. And all the nerdy geniuses that studied for years are like, he's so much smarter than us. It's making us upset. It's insane. It's fucking insane. It only makes sense if he wrote it for himself to be the guy. So the scene I was looking for, it's the worst example of that in the movie. Here's what happens. He goes to a bar and he meets a woman and he likes her. And another guy likes her too. But she picks Matt Damon. Because he wrote the fucking movie. Because he decided, you understand? She doesn't like him, she likes me. You better believe it. So he gets her phone number, and then he goes outside, and he sees the other guy in the window of a restaurant. And he decides to taunt him. So he goes over, he tells his friends, hey, come here, watch this. And he says to the guy, hey! Do you like apples? And the guy says, yes. And Matt Damon goes, well, I got a number. How do you like them apples? And all Matt Damon's friends go, oh! Oh! This was amazing! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! You were ready with that! How? You know how he did it? He wrote the whole fucking movie, okay? He made everybody say all the things. Otherwise, this doesn't happen. I mean, he hinges the whole fucking prank on the guy liking apples. The guy must like apples. Who would say yes to do you like apples coming from a clear antagonist who's setting him up, gathered his friends. Do you like, wait guys, watch this. Do you like apples? God damn it, I do. I wish I didn't. 'Cause I can tell this is not going to go my way. But I can't lie. He'll know it. He'll know it because, boy, do I like apples. Do you understand? If he says no, Matt Damon is fucked. He's fucked in the face for life. He's got nothing. Do you like apples? No. What the dude? Fucking guy. No, come on, seriously. Seriously, you fucking don't fucking. Do you like bananas? Because the woman gave me her telephone number, and isn't that bananas?
About the tie, Louis, you're breaking my heart. Remember the first time you didn't have the tie, and
That's
I said,
right.
"What did you dress up?"
That's
Next
right.
time you dressed up, I was delighted.
You were really happy.
Yeah,
I know it means a lot to you. I
It
know
does
it's
mean a lot
important to
me.
you.
If you had a show and you were nice enough to invite me, I'd have the tie.
I know you would. But if you didn't, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. But I understand how you feel about it.
Listen,
the thing, I got the jacket, though. I think a jacket and a T-shirt is a decent mid-ground.
I know.
I felt like a jerk with a tie. It's not me. I feel
Really?
like a defendant.
Well, no,
with
it's
a
the
tie on.
ties. you feel. Well, the tie is not me either, but it's what I got.
Well,
on.
no, yeah.
Now listen, this has happened to me twice now. I went to see the movie Blue Jasmine, and I'm enjoying the film. And
Kate
Blanchett, oh
Yeah,
my
she's good.
God, was lovely.
Very good at acting.
And I'm really enjoying the film. And then I see Andrew Dice Clay, and I
Yeah.
say to myself, honest to God, Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and then I see you in
Whoa,
the movie.
yeah.
And I think, who knew these guys were so good? Andrew Dice
thank
Clay
you.
as a serious actor, and
Yeah, he's
you as a
pretty good.
serious actor.
Oh, thank you
In
very
a
much.
Woody Allen film. All right. And then you came on the show,
That's right.
and we talked about it, and you had your tie on, and everything was fine. And now I go to see American Hustle.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me you're
No.
an American Hustle.
No, it's a secret.
So the movie is going along and along
Yeah.
and along, and I'm enjoying it. And Jennifer Lawrence and
Right.
the big stars who are in the thing. And then there's Louis C.K. again.
Yeah.
And in the movie, you're wearing a tie.
That's right. I'm wearing a tie in the movie.
Now,
I'm
Louis,
wearing a big fat 70s tie. It's like
how
a huge
does
tie.
this happen? How do you get to be in big movies?
Well, it's like I don't know. They asked me to do it. I don't audition or anything. I don't like to do movies.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean you don't like to do it?
well, I don't like auditioning. I don't like trying to get that kind of work.
Right.
And I used to audition. I never got any parts. And the first movie I got, well, somebody offered me a movie part. They asked me to audition, and I said okay, and I didn't show up because I hate doing it. So then they're insulted.
Good move.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Just don't show up.
Don't show up.
And they go, well, we made another appointment for you, and I didn't show up to that either. And then they sent me the script and said, put yourself on film in your house and send it to us. And I said, yes, and I didn't do it.
Didn't do that.
And then they called me and said, you got the part. So
That's crazy. What was the film?
it was called Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. It starred Martin Lawrence, and I had a huge part that is gone because I was so bad. I was terrible. I couldn't remember my lines. I couldn't talk.
But in the two movies that I've seen you in, you're great.
Thank
so
you.
what happened since then that made you so comfortable
I don't know
as
what
an
happened.
actor?
I don't know. I don't know why I was so bad in that movie. The director at one point, he said, his name was, it was Spike Lee's cousin, Malcolm. He said to me, the things you say are very important because if you don't say them right, nobody understands what's happening in the movie. Like, he had to say that to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, but I still couldn't do it.
Yeah. Now, I'm told in this movie American Hustle
Yeah.
that there's a bit of dialogue that you, in fact, brought to the film, brought to the set. It was your idea. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
The story about going fishing?
Oh, yeah, the fishing. Well, he wanted me to tell a story about ice fishing. That was his. He said, tell a story about ice
Who's
fishing.
he, the director?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he. The Lord told me. It came to me in a dream. Tell a story about ice fishing throughout the movie. The director asked me to tell a story about ice fishing, and that's all he told me. And so I tried to come up with it. And the more we filmed the movie, the more I hatched about this ice fishing story.
Well, it's a very effective device, and it's interesting. You would think that the director and the screenwriter would have come up with something. They don't have to burden you as an actor, but it worked out just great.
Yeah, he thought of it right on the spot. He was like, "Just something about ice fishing." Okay, so I tried. Yeah.
Now, so I'm not surprised again. Are you in more big movies?
No, I'm not. I don't really. I'm trying to reach a certain level of fame. I'm not trying to get as famous as possible. I'm trying to reach kind of a sweet spot.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I just, when you start growing in fame, it's because more and more people like you. And only people that like you are aware of you. Mm-hmm. But then when you start getting your face on buses and stuff, now people that hate you know who you are. And the hate quotient starts to grow a lot. So that's what I'm trying to be aware of.
Is it maybe a problem with self-esteem?
No, it's just everybody hates somebody sometimes. I mean, everybody is hate. If you're known by millions of people, some of them are going to hate you. There's no way.
Let me just wrap this segment up by saying...
I'm sorry, I should have stopped.
No, you're fine.
20 minutes ago.
Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. Okay. We'll be right back with Louis C.K., ladies and gentlemen. You filmed... the last episode of your show in, was it Shanghai, is that right?
Beijing.
Beijing, China.
That's right.
Ooh. Now, what was the point of that, and what was it like? That sounds like, oh my God, it's got to be hard to do that.
It was hard to go to China.
Yeah.
It's really far away. And
did they know what they were getting? The Chinese people say, "Oh, look, Louis C.K. wants to come to China," and they probably hacked your computers and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, we had to go through a long, arduous process. We started early in the year of trying to get the rights to go. We had to talk to their cultural. I didn't do any of this. The people that worked for me did all this.
Now, the United States is comfortable with you doing a show in China?
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of movies are produced there and stuff. And I mean, it's tricky because I did a stand-up show over there. While I was there, some people were like, "Hey, do a show." And I did a show in this old Peking theater, this very, very ancient theater, and. I was like, do I have to worry about what I say, And they're like, have fun,
Yeah, they're such fun-loving.
Yeah, they just, we just...
All they want is fun over there.
They just have a great time. That's all they do over there is have a great time.
I didn't realize you spoke Chinese.
I don't speak any Chinese.
That's what I thought. Now, what about the people in the theater?
Well, a lot of them spoke, enough of them spoke English that, they understood enough to be really offended by what I said. So, they got really mad. Yeah, they got really upset.
No, were they upset?
They did. I mean, somebody got upset. The sense I get is that the government doesn't really do anything anymore, but everybody's really scared. So if you do anything weird, everybody's like, stop it. Mm-hmm. So, we were told like somebody might disappear if you use that joke on the show. They use words like that,
Wow.
I'd rather you didn't use that on your show because I might disappear. Things like that. I don't want to say too much because maybe the guy will still disappear. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What is the city like? Is it westernized? Is it like a huge New York?
Very. It's more like a giant Dayton, Ohio. Mm-hmm. It is. It's a huge
Dayton, Ohio.
Smoky. You can't breathe because of the pollution.
Sure.
You just can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But it was cool. I mean, I never thought I'd go to China, And
would you go back?
The people I met, I really loved. No. But I'd like to go to another part of China because I love Chinese culture. And
you visited, you were invited to someone's home.
Yeah, we went. I wanted to shoot a scene where I'm up in the mountains in some old lady's house and she's feeding me. So we just drove up this windy road and we found this little tiny old woman. And we're like, can we film here? She says, come in, and she just started giving me food. And so we just filmed me being fed by this woman. So that was a singular experience.
Wow. So was this random? You just dropped by the house and she said, of course, please come in?
Kinda, yeah. Kind of, that's how it works.
Government agent, probably. It's probably a government agent.
Probably. I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
And so that was must have been very, very exciting to be in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, Beijing.
Yeah, sorry. Really doesn't matter.
This other thing I find fairly courageous. You produced, directed, wrote a movie in the late 90s, 98, something like that. And this was like a first outing as a director?
First time I directed, yeah.
And you look at it now, and what do you think of it as you look at it now?
Well, it's very weird. It's a really strange. It's a black and white movie, and it just makes very little sense. But I think it's funny.
And at the time,
I thought it was this really intelligent and important movie.
Right. And you took it to festivals and stuff.
So went to Sundance.
Yeah.
There was 15 people at the screening, and 2 when it was over. Literally, it was a disaster. Yeah. Nobody wanted to see it. I was heartbroken. I was 28 years old, and I thought, this is my movie.
Right.
It's funny, because when I look back at old versions of myself, I go, what an idiot. Any version of me 20 years ago or 10 years ago, I'm like, that. I was a moron. But then I thought I was great.
Right.
So now I think I'm great.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I go through the same thing, and I wonder if it's common to the human experience. If I can't sleep at night, I will start remembering stupid things I have done when I was younger. And oh my God, it gets to be a little frightening.
Does it lull you to sleep? Is that why you do it?
Well, that's the objective. Yeah, but then you wake up thinking, okay, I don't want to. I'm trying to be a better person as we go forward.
I think as long as you think that your past was bad, you must be improving. That's what I think. Right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
that's probably the way it works.
So nobody wanted to distribute your movie.
Nobody cared about it or wanted to see it.
How much did it cost you to make this movie?
About $180,000.
Out of your own pocket?
Out of my own pocket. I had written for you, and I saved some of that money. All the money
that's where that money went.
That's where it went.
Do you ever see Eraserhead?
Sure, yeah. Love David's work, yeah.
Well, anyway, it reminded me a little of Eraserhead.
Oh, yeah, a little bit, right?
So we're going to show, and now you can buy this movie.
Yeah, so it's been sitting literally under my bed for 15 years. No one's seen it. Steve Carell is in it. Amy Poehler's in it for a second. J.B. Smoove, who's in this clip, and he's very funny. A lot of really great actors, and it just sat there.
And what's the story?
Well, it's about a guy who runs a photo store, which is already something that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. And he's very persnickety. He doesn't like people touching his stuff. He likes things in order. He also goes home and he sits in a bowl of ice cream naked at night because that relaxes him. And then there's this old lady who's very unhappy, and her husband's mean to her, but he gets eaten by a pack of wild dogs. So
now the important thing for is it $5?
$5.
$5. You can go to louisck.net.
louisck.net.
Beginning Wednesday. Is it com or net?
Either one works.
Either one works?
Yeah, I got them both.
Oh, you have
both parked at the same site. Wednesday at noon, it goes
there it
live.
Is right there.
You can watch it, and when you buy it,
let's show them a clip.
There you go. That's the website.
Oh, no, that's pretty good.
Funny, yeah. Yeah, it's not for everybody. That would be the tagline. It's not for everybody.
It's just $5. How big a deal can it be? So spend the $5 and decide.
And you own it. Nobody bothers you.
No,
we don't
you're
check.
Fine. It's not like we're in China here, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
It's called Tomorrow Night. It can be yours for $5 on the website there, the louiscknet.com, whatever that thing is. And it's available beginning Wednesday. All right, Louis, next time.
Nice to see you.
A tie.
Okay, I'll try.
I'm going to kill you. We'll be right with BJ Ganem, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited about life. Oh, life, fuck you. It's not that. Make a list of every shitty thing ever that's in life. Life is okay. I like life. I like it. I don't need it. I'd be fine without it. I like life, though. I do. You know how much I like life? I have never killed myself. That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it, with a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option. I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times. I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument. You're not supposed to talk about suicide. Even to your shrink. You ever go to a shrink and they're like, have you had thoughts of suicide? And you're like, no, because if I say yes, you'll press a button and folks will run in and hold them down. But you should be able to talk about it. It's the whole, the whole world is just made of people who didn't kill themselves today. That's who's here. Is all of us that went, okay, I'll fucking keep doing it. Because it's an interesting thing about life. Life can get very difficult, very sad, very upsetting, but you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. You never have to do anything because you can kill yourself. If they send you a letter from motor vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't, I'll kill myself. You can do that. You can do that once. But you can do it. And it's interesting because even when life gets bad, people generally choose it over nothing. Even the worst versions of life. Even a shitty, shitty life is worth living, apparently. Because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen somebody and you're like, how did he should kill himself? Why didn't he not? That dude. You ever been driving and you look at the next car and you're like, oh shit. I wish I hadn't looked in that car. That was difficult to glance at, let alone being it. Just a guy in a tan car. Nobody chooses tan. Nobody picks tan for their car. They give you tan. Is that mine? Yeah, it's yours, fucking loser. Made it tan. They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean to make them. You look over, you see a guy in a tan car with just dents all over it and a garbage bag for a window. What is holding up his suicide? What is delaying it? What is keeping him from stopping being that? And what would it take? What would it take? What would it take? Both windows are garbage bags? Is that? Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery? I canceled my insurance. Broke my window. Duct tape. Here's the truth. Running away will not solve your problems. That's totally true. But killing yourself solves all your problems. It actually does. It even solves world problems. For you. What about ISIS? Kill yourself. Then they'll never get you. Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now, then ISIS loses. Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit. We're gonna cut his head off. Okay. It's not fun now. I think the worst part of being beheaded is... The worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, and you're like... Just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it. I'm not raising my kids religiously because I don't feel like it. Just get up on a Sunday. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care. I'm not getting... Daddy, who... But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won, they're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them. Because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves like every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a important number because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody. 4. And now, come on, Africa. 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians. Jesus. Jesus. Jesus plus 2. Jesus plus 3. Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world went, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it. It's fine. We'll do it. Watch New Year's Eve around the world. They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. The first is one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year, and they just wear grass because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks. But they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017.
Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Oh, well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. So I don't know what to tell my kids. I don't really have a shot with him, I think, because I just don't rate movie stars. I'm not really fucking fat. It's ridiculous. Like I even wear, like I have this problem now. My pants keep, like I can't keep them as, they won't stay up. Because here's what happens. Okay, you get fat, and some of you skinny people won't, I don't give a shit about you. You won't get this. I hate skinny people because they don't empathize with fat guy problems. They just don't, like you ever have a skinny friend, you're trying to tell them like, I just wish I could have one donut and fucking walk away. I wish I could do that. I wish I had the power to eat a donut. And your skinny friend's like, well, just eat the donut then. What's the big deal? You should totally just have a donut if you want. You should totally go ahead and have one. Just enjoy yourself and have the donut if you like that. Fuck you. You don't get it. It's a whole spiral that begins with a donut. Later I'm killing hookers. I don't even remember what happened. But so here's what happens. You get fat and your pants start to get tight, right? And then you get fatter because it's not like, oh, I'll stop eating now, you know? And then suddenly all your pants fucking hurt. Like every pair of pants hurts. And then you eat even more because it's like, fuck it now, man. Who even cares? Fat shit. Fucking obsessed with food. I went to this fucking thing with my wife and kids where it was like the kids and their kid friends and just a house full of assholes, you know, that have kids. And I'm just standing there fucking, I just want to kill myself and I just want a bomb to drop on the whole house and take us all out. And I get in there, but then there's a plate of cookies. And like, as soon as I'm like, that's when I'm done, I'm eating every fucking cookie on that plate. That's what I'm here. That's what this all is fucking that. So, and you have to have a strategy, you know. You can't just fucking stand there and just fucking, fucking eat. You have to like sort of keep rediscovering the cookies, you know. You have to walk over going like, oh hey, so who brought those? That's cool. That's interesting. You do this. This means like I totally could not eat it, but fuck, I'll just don't want to hurt people's feelings. Brought the cookie. That's interesting. Yeah, I can take it or leave it. Totally fucking radar back there. Okay, new people around the dish. Do it again. Hey, if people start noticing, you have to say something like, these are crazy. Like, I don't know what it is about them. Yeah, it's the fucking cookies. It's not you're a piece of shit that can't stop eating anything. But, So here's what happens, though. You get fat enough, though, what happens is your belly starts to push out like this, and then it pushes your pants down to your pelvis because they won't hang in the normal place anymore. And then down there, they feel loose, and you start going, hey, losing weight, all right, I'm coming down. My pants are getting loose, I am getting thinner. I ate my way through to the other side, I did. Fucking, I don't give a shit. I'm fat. Look at this shit. I don't fucking care. Look at that. I don't care. It's just a sweaty bowl of fucking flesh. I don't care. Look how fucked up this is, too. It goes right in. Like, it goes at a right angle. It hits my pelvis. It doesn't, like, slope back down. It fucking goes in and then back up. It's fucked up. Like, when I'm in the shower and I'm scrubbing like this, when I get down there, I gotta turn in like this. I gotta actually make a turn. I'm gonna fucking cut in, or the crevice gets fucking filthy. It's ridiculous. It is. It's like a theater seat. There's like fucking receipts and shit and popcorn and fucking kids' toys and fuck, what the hell?
I was going to talk about Boston, and here's the thing. They have this whole gay marriage thing in Massachusetts, and they're fighting it in the courts, and I don't understand the argument against it legally. Like, I know what their problem is, but how do they argue it in court? You know, like, I can imagine when they get to the Supreme Court and the lawyers for the gay side are like, well, Your Honor, we pay taxes. There's nothing illegal about what we do. We're the same as anyone else. Why shouldn't we get the same protection under the law that heterosexuals get? And then they ask the other lawyer, and he says, Your Honor, they fucking quit! They fucking quit! That's it, isn't it? Isn't that the whole... Well, okay, counselor, but I don't see what that has to... What, are you fucking faggot? Your Honor, you're gonna get a fucking beating. Faggot! Isn't that the whole argument? Or that argument that the soccer moms, how am I going to explain that to my kid? I don't like explaining things to my kid. I don't like talking to him. So you should stop your whole lifestyle. So that I don't have to talk to my kid, you should stop being in love with each other, because, how am I going to, you know what, fuck you, stop it. It's just weird. But, fuck, what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, like, I don't know. I never understood anger towards gay people because it doesn't affect it's actually the one thing that people can do, sex, that doesn't affect you at all. Nobody's being gay at you. Like you walk in a room full of gay people and, oh, Jesus! Oh, gay! I mean... Where do you come in? That you got a good... Like, I can understand if you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other on their grass, like in the middle of your lawn, you're like, come on, you faggots! Gotta cut around you every morning, it's bullshit! Fucking lawn is all uneven! Or if you're eating your breakfast and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks in front of your... Hey, come on! I gotta go to work! I have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon? Outrageous behavior. Jesus didn't die on a cross so you could touch your dicks together in front of my cereal spoon. I'm sure that's not why. I mean, I wasn't there, but I assume that's not why. Couldn't possibly have been on his list. Anyway. Is that even a gay act, the touching of the two penises? I think that's what I pictured when I was a kid. That's what sex is between guys is just very formal. Just thank you. Well done. Well played. Right on target. I don't think that's even gay. That's just friendly. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Let's see it. How you doing? Tip of your dick feels nice against the tip of my dick. I know, right?
Pot, because it's the same thing. I'm too old for it. Sometimes young people come up to me after shows. Hey, do you want to smoke some pot? I'm like, can I get my portion to smoke without you alone later? Because I don't want to stand in a parking lot with some 20-year-olds. Last time I got high, I was in Kansas City, and I got high because I was in Kansas City, and it was shitty. So after the show, so these kids that worked at the club, they're like, you want to smoke some pot? And I'm like, yes. So I'm standing in a parking lot with these kids, like 20 years old, and we're smoking a joint. And I'm taking huge hits because I had no idea. I didn't know they'd been working on this shit like it's the cure for cancer. I didn't understand the fucking technology that's gone into making pot so powerful. Because when I was a kid, you could just smoke a joint for a while. Now you take 2 hits and you go insane. It's not doable anymore. And I was taking big hits, like big 1970s jean jacket, Bad Company hits. Here come the jesters, 1, 2, 3. It's all part of my fantasy. And I'm like, yeah. And even the kid with the wooden hole of no ear, the absence of flesh in his ear with wood, I don't know what that is. Even he was like, "That you should be careful, that's a lot of pot. That's very strong marijuana." Yeah, I'm fine. Running with the devil! Just fucking, and in about 10 seconds, everything just and I'm like, oh shit. This is an ordeal now. I'm not gonna feel okay for a very long time. And everybody's just standing around and talking, and I'm hoping, like I'm really hoping that I look like this. But I'm pretty sure that I was just scanning insanely. I was actually counting, like, look at her for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to him. 5, 4, 3, 2. Randomize. Don't go in the same direction. 5, 4, 3. Nod your head. That looks like you're listening if you nod your head. Ha ha ha. And at one point I realized I need to get out of here because the air is hitting my arm weirdly and they can tell. They totally know that I'm not handling the way air is touching my arm right now. Why am I doing that with my hand? That's weird to do that with your hand. Nobody stands like this. Nobody stands like this. Just fucking, no, that's also, that's weird too. That's crazy. Just, shit. I gotta go. But I didn't know how to leave because I had this dilemma. We're all standing in a perfect circle facing each other. And I thought it's gonna be insane if I just turn I'm one person with my back now. Do I just back away like this and hope that they fill in? And then I thought, no, say something. Say something out loud to them that smooths the transition of you leaving. Okay, what do I say? Pick a thing to say. Goodbye. That's a nightmare. That's just goodbye. That's not even, that's just noises. Finally I walked away and I said, I'm leaving! And I know it was that bad because they all went, oh, shit, okay, all right. Whoa. Like, I'll never see those people again as long as I live. And then I had to get in a car. I forgot that I had rented a car, and I have to drive back to the hotel. And I'm driving on this highway in Missouri. And at one point I realized, I think it's been about 25 minutes since I looked out the front window of this car. I've just been dealing with shit directly in. Oh, shit. Dry vagina.
I used to think it was called a vagina. I did because I grew up in Boston.
And I don't know if you are familiar with, people call it the Boston accent. It's not an accent. It's a whole city of people saying most words wrong. It's just a stupidity in a massive region. Because my teachers, they teach you to talk like that. My teacher, I had a teacher named Miss Doherty, but she thought her name was Mrs. Doherty. She mispronounced her own name. Miss Doherty. And she gave us sex ed. It was 5th grade. We had sex ed with Mrs. Doherty, and she's showing us the diagram. She's like, "This is a penis, and this is a vagina. Now, during intercourse, the man ejaculates sperm up into the vagina, and then later, a fucking baby comes out of the vagina. And sometimes it's retarded." This was the 70s. Teachers said retarded in Boston in the 70s. "My daughter's retarded." She used to tell us every day. "I have a daughter and she's mentally retarded. She's 35 and she lives in my house. She better be fucking retarded. I'm gonna stick her back up in my vagina." So I thought it was called a vagina until I was like 25. And I remember thinking it was like it's a vagina. It's like a thing that vagines, you know? Like you use it to I got a vagina in my driveway. I don't know, just got to vagina this new table I just made. That would make a nice table. Like you make a new table and then you take the 80 grid paper and you sand it, and then 120, and then you go, "All right, honey, get up there." And she just... It's like old, like one of those Danish tables, or like a... Ooh, nice old Italian table. This table is very smooth because my wife have a very juicy boozy, and she... vagina the table. And my family, we do this for generations, and we vagina.
I was reading about Bill Gates, owner of Microsoft. He has $85 billion. Wow. Here's a guy who could lose $80 billion and still have 5 fucking billion. I would lose it really fast because I would do stupid shit with the money all the time. Like you know what you could do with 85 billion? You could buy every baseball team and make them all wear dresses for like 3 billion and still have 82 fucking billion. How do you not do that? How do you resist? I would do shit like that every day. One day I'd go out, buy all the pants in the world, every pair of pants, and just burn them. Fuck everybody. No more pants. Start over with making pants. They're all gone. I think all the time about shit I would do with 85 billion though, man. You could pull shit that would last years for that. I always think about what I would do. I was thinking about this all day today because I'm a loser. I got nothing to do. I was thinking about how I would open a chain of pet food stores all over the country, and it would be called Shit-Ass Pet Fuckers. That would be the name of it. But it would be like Walmart, just huge Shit-Ass Pet Fuckers, big yellow sign. People working in there are rude to you. You walk in there like, get the fuck out of here, you idiot. They don't even let you come in. And if you get past that, dog food costs $1 million for 1 can. That's the price. Fuck you. You don't like it? Fucking screw. It's shit-ass pet fuckers. And also, if you come in, we'll fuck your pet. That's the rule. You don't even have to bring it. We'll find it and fuck it. That's the way it's gonna be. Nobody will ever spend a dime at shit-ass pet fuckers, but I will keep it open for years and decades and never close. Keep expanding like we're doing great. Open a new one every day next to another one. Just surround every Starbucks with 5 shit-ass pet fuckers all facing each other. Just to enjoy people going, what the fuck? Why doesn't it close? Jesus. place sucks, man. That is the worst pet store. I'm not paying $1 million for a can of dog food. That's clearly overpriced. And they fuck your pets. That's not appropriate to fuck people's pets. Come on. But they've been open for 50 years now. Damn those shit-ass pet fucker people.
Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this thing and then this thing. It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe, if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now, do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
You should do your job. That's what I'm trying to say. You should do your job because it's your job. Because you're the person standing there doing that thing. So just do it. Do the shit out of it. Why wouldn't you? It drives me crazy when someone has a job that they don't like, so they do it shitty. What kind of a response is that? If you do it shitty, isn't it worse for you? Like, I travel, so I need help all the time. And I rent a car, and I always want another one. I'm crazy. So I get a car, I'm like, I want another car. So I go to the counter, can I get a different car? And sometimes I get the person who's like, why? Because I'm a dick. Give it to me. What do you... What's wrong with it? I'm crazy is what's wrong with it. You're wearing a vest that matches the building. Just do the thing that is the point of the place. Ugh. Why? You know why? Because you're 20. That's why. Because you're a 20-year-old little and you have no idea how the world works. Because you think you deserve better. You think you're too interesting a person to have a shitty job. Every 20-year-old that I encounter behind the counter gives me that look, oh, this job sucks. Yeah, that's why we gave it to you. Because you're 20, which is a mathematical guarantee that you have no skills and nothing to offer anybody in the world. You're 20. For 2 decades, you've just been taking and sucking up education and love and food and iPods, just sucking it up and judging it. No, it's pretty good, but not really, I like that one. You've just been selecting and absorbing shit that you didn't earn for 2 decades. 3 presidents, that's how long you've just been a burden. You're like an orange that's rotting on a tree, and the tree's like, this thing's crazy. Oh, I don't want to go. Let me stay. You're 20. You've never done any... If you're 20 years old, I guarantee you, you have never done anything for anybody, ever. Never. Yes, you went on a school trip to Guatemala, and they told you helped, but you totally did not help. The guy was like, I got a mudslide on my house, and now I got to babysit a college kid. Why do I have to do this? Jesus. Just take her picture with a shovel and send her home so she can put it on Facebook. I had an amazing experience in Guatemala. It was probably amazing. And I really helped those people. I helped them. Kids did nothing to you. Of course slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
I have this friend, he has a phone that can IM, he can instant message, and so now I really want him to die because I'm sick of getting these fucking messages from him on his phone. I'm in a shoe store. That's the whole message. We're not secret agents. I don't need to know where you are. So I get this message from him. He says, I'm on an airplane in Seattle. So I wrote back and I said, well, I hope your plane crashes.
And he gets pissed off and he calls me, take it back, we're about to take off. I'm like, fuck you, I hope it crashes. I don't have to take it back. Hope it crashes twice. Hope it crashes and kills Happy and they go, fuck it, let's try again, and they take off and crash again. I hope that happens. Sincerely, I hope it. And he tries to make, he goes, well, how are you going to feel now if my plane crashes after you went and said that? I'm like, are you shitting me? That would be amazing. To know that I can do that? I'd happily trade your life for knowledge of my powers. He's one of those guys who just makes you hate him because, you know when you have a friend that you hate, you can't break up with your friends, you know? He always starts conversations that I don't want to have. You know, he's like, hey, what would you do if you had a time machine? I'm like, fuck you. I don't... You know what? I wouldn't use it. I just let it sit in my house. I'd put a drink on it. And yeah, I got a time machine. I never even wanted it. I don't know. Not interested. I'd use it to go back 30 minutes ago and punch you in the fucking face before you ask me that. That's all. One use. So he goes, well, here's what I would do. Because, of course, that's the whole fucking point of asking me, is to stare at me while I say mine and then say his. So he said if he had a time machine, he would kill Hitler. Like, he would go back and kill Hitler. I love that he thinks he can just kill Hitler just because he just goes back there and walk up and kill the dude. And I was thinking, that's a noble purpose for a time machine. I would do that. But I would have gone back then, but I wouldn't have killed Hitler. I would have raped him. That's what I thought. Because... I think that would have been enough. I think that would have stopped him from doing all that shit. If he had been raped by me, he never would have pulled any of that stuff, man. Should we invade Poland? No, I'll just take a shower. I don't feel good. He would have... Low self-esteem and, you know... I'm not condoning rape, obviously. You should never rape anyone. Unless you have a reason, like you want to fuck somebody and they won't let you, in which case, what other option do you have? How else are you supposed to have an orgasm in their body if you don't rape them? I mean, what the fuck? Okay, that's fucked up. I live in New York City, and it's okay there. I live in a nice building. I never lived in a nice place before. When I was growing up, I had no money. I mean, my mom didn't matter. I was a child. But I'm not used to it because it's nice. There's like a pretty courtyard with flowers and a fountain with little marble boys pissing. I don't know. What is it with fountains? Like, all fountain sculptors are pedophiles, basically. You can't get a fountain made without... Can you make me a fountain? Yes, I'll get started right away. Oh, yes! Yes! It's finished! And it's just little boys pissing on the face of a Greek god that looks like him a lot. Piss on me forever! Anyway, there's one of those in the courtyard of my building. And, my first week in the building about a year ago, I went down to the courtyard for the first time, and I didn't look too good, you know? It was a Sunday morning. That's my least presentable hour. There's a lot of, you know, just stains, just like, you know, food and me and whatever. And so I'm sitting there. So, shut up. Oh. Anyway, but so there I was. I'm sitting on the stone bench of this courtyard and feeling a little out of place. You know, there's these fancy doormen and stuff. And then there's this guy looking at me. I notice he's looking at me from across the courtyard. And he's all spiffy looking. He's got brown shoes and he's looking at me like, I could tell he was thinking I don't live in the building. He thinks I just wandered in off the street and sat in the courtyard. And I could tell he's thinking of coming over and dealing with me on his own. And I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, please do that. Yes, please, come on. And I'm trying to look even more gross. And I'm like pulling up my shirt. And then I see him go, oh no, that's not gonna do at all. And he comes over to me, and I'm like, I'm so excited to have this thing. The confrontation where I'm not wrong at all, and he thinks I am. So he comes over, says, excuse me, do you live in this building? And I said, no. Because why not start there? I said, no. He goes, well, then what are you doing here? And I said, I just need to rest. I'm having a hard time. He says, this is private property. And I said, well, I don't really believe in that. You know, just the worst things I could say from his point of view is basically all the things I was saying. And he goes, well, if you don't leave, I'm going to talk to the doorman. I was like, can I just stay like 5 more hours? So he's, no. And he goes over to the doorman. And I see him talking about me to the doorman like this. And then I see the doorman going, oh, no, that guy lives here. That's okay. And the look on his face, it was just so, it was this beautiful cocktail of anger and confusion. It's like I had invented a new way to hurt somebody's feelings. That's how excited I was.